Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday,
Morning.
November 2nd,
It's the third, honey.
3rd. See, time change, Zoom update, elections in the United States, chaotic energy, people getting the wrong link. What's going on, right?
Yeah.
It's so much in the collective. Um, I did the same thing this morning. I was like, "What are you doing? We got to you got 30 minutes." He's looking at me like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "It's 9:30 or whatever." And he's like, "It's 8:30." Um, so yeah, just a little chaotic energy. And when
Resyncing.
yes,
Resyncing. We're
synchronization.
actually out of sync with all this time change crap that goes on. Really, we're out of sync to to the natural order of things, but we're resyncing
True.
at a inner level.
Yeah. So we apologize if any of you are listening back to the replay. If you did not get the link for the live, I'll go back and check the back end. I had some issues yesterday too. Jessica helped me out. Um, but for me this week, I mean, yesterday's class, and thanks to those who joined us. And if you still want to join us, you can. You'll just have to do the recording from yesterday, and then it's live for weeks. And then once we complete, we will post it. You can purchase it after, but it is great to do it live. And those of you that were with us, it was a powerful activation on building your light body, and just the energy to hold it and to hold it together as a collective is so important. So thank you all for saying yes and doing that. And in that, I really got about peace and about this erratic energy. And I went to bed last night, and I always do which would be good for anybody to do. I do this little routine where I do some hand mudras and I say my prayers and I clear my field. And sometimes I ask to go up to my galactic med bed to be rejuvenated. And I use keywords like rejuvenation, restoration, peace. And it doesn't take me very long to fall asleep because I'm like the Energizer Bunny and I just stop when I stop. And I had a vision that I was this white rhino running in this magnificent plane, this space. And my heart was so open, and I don't really know anything about rhinos or white rhinos. And I said to my God, I woke up, I'm like, I'm a white rhino. He's like, you just fell asleep. And I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm a right. And I wanted to say it so I would remember it. And I forgot. And then this morning when I was meditating, it came in again. And I was like, wow, I need to really look this up. So Ted Andrews, who wrote a book a long time ago, he's one of the first guys that did animal speak and animal messaging. I really love his work. He's no longer in form, but it's great. He was really one of the first. And I met him actually in Sedona probably 35 years ago. And he had rhino in there. And so I looked it up, and it's about ancient wisdom. And the rhinos have no enemies or predators other than man. And the white rhino is almost extinct. I think there's two or three left because they've been farmed for their poached for their horns, which is actually it's on their nose. And it's all about these higher senses. And they're really ancient, very peaceful, beautiful beings. And rhinos are also community oriented. They communicate, but they're also very solitary. And it's about going within. And I thought, isn't that amazing? Because a lot of the work right now is about going within yourself. We're in Scorpio energy, it's kind of this darker energy. And so there's so many messages available to us. But what I thought was so amazing about the rhino was the strength and the ability to move through a space and not have any enemies. And I thought, isn't that so symbolic as we go into the elections this week in the United States, is to be in that sovereignty, be in that peace, be in that strength and that courage. And whatever side you're on, there's so many sides, and there's just such a lack of respect for anybody, like on any side. It's a lot of finger pointing and right and wrong. And I just feel like there's a lack of dignity. And to me, the white rhino is such a beautiful animal of grace and dignity. And I looked at its eyes this morning. I looked at pictures. It reminded me of the whales, you know. So I invite you into, as we open up to these higher frequencies and these energies, is to be in your still point. Find things that are going to support you in staying in that center. And the other thing with Rhino was they were very grounded, you know, and we can get lost in all this nonsense and to really stay in our groundedness. So I have my ancient medallion from Greece, this artifact that was found. It's way, 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 way ancient, these tablets that were found. Um, and they say it represents the divine goddess, the mother of creation. It's the story of her birthing the earth. Is some of the, they haven't decoded it completely. So today we'll hopefully tap into that ancient wisdom that we all have and that we all carry. Maybe you'll get a spirit animal. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hold the beauty and the light and the peace and the love as much as we can this week and the next few weeks, because I don't think we'll have an outcome right away for the elections. The other thing I wanted to invite you all to, and it was amazing. Jessica, who some of you know, um, did an online breath work this past week, and I participated in it. And it was so powerful and so beautiful and so tender and so conscious. It was created in such a rhythm, in such a peace, in such a peace, in such a sacredness. And it was online. And I never really did breath work online before. And it was really powerful. And so Jessica was going to do it once a month. And then she kind of opens it up and you can go off or you can offer prayers and you speak out in this beautiful space when you're all clear just from the heart. And it was just such a group of women, but men and women can do it, of love and just being enveloped in that divine feminine and that energy that she carries. So I'll put the link below if you want to sign up. She has a suggested donation of $9, which is for 2 hours, which is crazy, but that's up to Jessica. But I think her next one's Friday. She's going to do another one. It's not recorded, it's live because it's also very personal. It's also for privacy, the people on the phone or joining via Zoom. So breath work is the other thing that we're really coming up with. And we talked about yesterday in our class, and it's coming up in all of our sessions with people, how important pranayama, any form of,
Pranayama is breath work.
yeah, yeah,
Prana in Sanskrit or Hindi is life force. Yama is breath control,
yeah.
right? So, the rishis and the maharajas and all the great sadhus, they all have in their meditation practice a pranayama exercise, right? Because what it does is it moves your consciousness from the physical, I'm separate, into the energetic frame of your auric body. You are an energetic being, but we don't act like we're energetic beings. So when you start to concentrate and focus on your prana, the life force, that you're enlivening your blueprint. The physical body is a reflection of the blueprint from your light or etheric body. So there's no way really that's the best way to accelerate the clearing of your physical body, to divinize the matter, turn it into light. We hear all these things, carbon to silicate, right? The silicate is a structure of coherence caused by prana, life force that's being activated in your body. So all these things are necessary, and it's part of the stage of mastery of energy to be able to become in synchronicity with your own life forces and your own energetic and your light body. So when you start to do the pranayama, you notice how you can rejuvenate yourself, or all kinds of different applications come up. But what it comes down to is you're able to move energy, and then you'll be able to move it not just from breathing, but you'll be able to do it from thoughts and consciousness. So I recommend totally everybody should have some kind of pranayama or exercise right now, especially if you've got pains in the body. It's the only way you're going to clear it, really. It's not going to magically go away by taking a pill. You've got to do some pranayama. You've got to move the energy through it. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for presencing that, Jessica. And we going to put a link for her? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got our website yesterday and the link for the sessions, but they're just beautiful, beautifully. So yeah.
So many things that you said there. And I've kind of forgotten all the different things I could say about them. But one of the things that's kind of coming up for me right now is the synchronicity, synchronic order. We talked a little bit about that this morning with the time change, right? And how we're not, our timing system is not in rhythm with the galactic rhythm, right? Our month, 12 months. Well, our bodies are a 13-month cycle, right? Where that's the lunar cycle, 13 months in a yearly cycle. So all of the days of the week are not even really synchronized with the organic consciousness. So there's this synchronicity that happens. And it's one of the reasons why we chose Saturday mornings to do this new series of class is to
Anchor
and to align, whether you're conscious or subconscious. We're anchoring with this synchronic line or synchronic order, that galactic consciousness. And things that are coming up for me in that is time alchemy. How much are we affected by time? How does it disturb you when you're late for something or you're behind schedule? Or how are you at the effect of time as opposed to time's working for you? You have enough time for everything. You can expand time so that you can get everything done, everything you want in a non-stressful, peaceful, mastery way of what's coming to you in your life experiences and circumstances. So that's another thing that's kind of coming to me, and just wanted to share that with all of you. And also about this month, what I really got was this month, blue. Wear blue. If you have blue, wear blue. It'll if there's an alignment there with the plasma flows that are coming in through galactic and stellar sources. So blue would be really calming, really protective, really organic for you. And we're going to go through a little bit of a test here in the next couple of weeks, right? The test of staying centered, the test of being peaceful, just of being in alignment with inner sources. And we're going to see, how the collective does. But how we can do it is be in the game of being in your sovereignty, being in your energetic alignment with your inner guidance system, right?
Yeah. I'll say this just about blue and the colors. I've been wearing black. I haven't worn black in years, and I know when I go through, and it was like interesting because I ask my clothes in the morning, like I ask in my meditation what supports my space, whether it's jewelry and um clothing or whatever I to put on my body. And so I've been wearing black, which usually is when I'm going through a big transition. And so I think it's from me, I started wearing black kind of after we did this big yaga here, and I was doing a lot of, so I'm like watching it because then there'll be a period where I'll wear just almost white or ivory. So watch what your higher self is guiding you to do. Black does absorb energy, so just be conscious of that, particularly this week. White does deflect, kind of emanates out. So, can also be very protective. So I would also listen to your body about what's going to support it energetically.
And
Okay.
black also transmutes energy. So it transmutes lower energy forms. It helps to absorb it and ground it so that it can be transmuted. So in that context, we don't want to be afraid of black, right?
No.
Black is a very powerful color to for transformation, right?
Mhm.
All right. Is there anything else, honey, that we got coming up for us? I got the
Nope.
blue plasma, spirit, reflection.
I do want to just bring into the just peaceful energies for the all the cities and all the people voting and just everywhere,
Yeah.
really for peace and calm and
Well, let's see what we can do together collectively right now in our little meditation. See what the higher selves, all our higher selves want us to be here together. So let's receive and share right together and be transmitting stations of peace. So everybody check your spine, your posture, your feet. Make sure you're grounded or you're in lotus posture. And then close your eyes and bring your awareness to your third eye, your center of spiritual perception. Energy's already been working to bring us into an alignment, but we're also going to just focus here at the third eye together, all of us together, beyond time, beyond space, in that place of coherence, in that place of synchronicity, divine synchronicity, in that place of oneness. As you presence your third eye, it's like an inflow of energy, kind of fills up your third eye. You may feel like literally an eye, or you may feel like a sphere of energy, or maybe like a plate, a conduit. And just allow the energy that's kind of streaming in now to fill out your geometrical field there at your third eye. And you may feel even that colors of blue coming in. You may feel some of the energies of peace. This is one of the main channels for us here in the physical realm to connect with our spiritual self. We can call them our spiritual guides, our soul, our oversoul, our Christed avatar self. That's it. They're all just kind of shining now. The energy's really starting to fill out for all of us. Good. You may feel also now as your breathing has kind of gotten in sync, harmonized with your third eye. You may notice that your heart is also filling out. There's an energy or prana coming in from the sourcing within your heart field, within the sacred space within your heart. There's a synchronization between the divine wisdom of your third eye and the divine love with your heart. And in between, you may feel also your high heart. High heart is very crystalline. It's almost like a diamond light or a white light. It's very intense, but very soothing. It's as if the third eye, the magnetics between the third eye and the heart flame create a magnetic field that allows the opening of the aperture of your high heart. And you may feel like there's a sphere around your third eye, a sphere around your heart, and then there's this sphere, this aperture of your high heart is opening. You may feel it as a halo. You may even feel it as a sphere. If you feel it as a halo, you may feel it like it comes in between from the center moving out in a toroidal field with your heart below and your third eye above. But you also may feel it as a sphere, kind of a sphere that moves above your third eye and below your heart, so that you've got this, there's like three spheres. The heart, the larger, higher heart field is kind of moved in and around, and is holding your third eye and your heart fields, whether they come as spheres or chakras or discs. You could say that all three tri-wave trinity fields of consciousness are kind of weaving together right now. So however it's showing up for you, just play and read, receive, read the energies. What are you receiving from your high heart, monadic, oversoul, self? Your fourth and sixth dimensional heart, wisdom, soul, self. And then deep within your heart, your source, is your creator, your God, your I am presence, sourcing self. It's never left the unification of the God source consciousness within you. And just hold all of them in a passive awareness. Just allow the integration of the energies and enjoy it. Like there's a levity here, a tenderness here. Maybe it's just a fulfillment, fulfilling. Yeah. You may even start to feel like your lungs and your shoulders, everything opening up. It's like a balloon from within you, pushing outwards through the density of your physical body, enlivening the prana, enlivening the cells. If you were to go within the cells, you'd feel the center, the core of each of the cell resonating with these, all of these frequencies that are coming and merging right now. If you were to go even deeper within the core of the cells, or the core of the chakras, you might be able to feel or sense God's source within you, informing your DNA, your divine blueprint. Make it an image of helix strands, or you make it an image of diamond light. Whatever that image is your confirmation of God's source that you are within you. Connecting. It's very important that we understand, or we realize that tangibly and palpably in our experiential world, that our DNA is activating. It's not just a concept, but it's something we feel and know in our bones, within our knowingness, in our heart. Within the knowingness of the intuition of our third eye, wisdom, divine wisdom. Good. You made me feel like another wave of energy coming into the high heart. It's almost as if it's pushing out this high heart field so that it's pushing out to align with your auric field. You might have a visualization now where this high heart field pushing out from your high heart is becoming more tangible. You may even feel it as like a golden energy. And notice how it seamlessly resonates with that part of your auric field, that part of that layer in your spiritual body. And just have the intention for your auric body to accept and receive this golden sphere that's moving out into and aligning with and merging with and into your auric field. And begin to breathe like you're holding your auric field and their high heart field as one, and you're just breathing energy into both simultaneously and watching and experiencing not only the integration, but the synergy. It's like a third energy is forming. The high heart frequencies from source and your own auric eighth dimensional field, golden field around you. There's kind of like a going back and forth between the two right now as they're communicating, we could say. Spirit is communicating within them. You'll start to become more grounded in your spine, more grounded in your physical body as they become more integrated together. And that third energy, that synthesis, that alchemy, the third begins to become anchored in your auric field. Continue to breathe from your heart, high heart, and into the prana, life force of your eighth dimensional golden auric field. Continue to fill out your whole auric field, your golden egg life force energy. And also notice the opening at your lower spine, the kundalini moving downwards. It's meeting the kundalini moving upwards. There's this alignment of this golden ray around you, but it's also aligning through your Sushumna channel, your Antakarana, your spine, through your chakras, solar plexus, sacral, down into your root, and just feeling your root now, allowing all these energies to be anchored into your root. And notice the aperture opening at your root, funnel downwards, and receiving the energy, the prana, the life force from Mother Earth. Is a kind of a teluric energy, very nourishing for your nada, your prana life force body. Just feel that connection, the aperture opening, the golden rays going down into Mother Earth receiving and sending her teluric energy and her version of the eighth dimensional energies to match your own. Just take a few breaths here, whether it be in your abdomen, in your root, your earth star, or your core, earth core chakras, just to align and allow the magnetics to integrate.
And as you integrate these energies with your breath, this golden light gets brighter and brighter. You feel it in all your fields, in your tissues, your cells, your chakras, your spine, your bones. And with each breath, it gets brighter. And from this space of pure light, pure source, pure God self, I am. Emanate this light to the planet, to the soil, to the water, to the rocks, to the minerals, to the roots of the trees and plants, to all the vegetation, to all the animals, to all the humans, to all the light beings, to the air, out to the stars, to all the planets, to all the cosmos. With each breath, it is brighter and brighter and anchored into the diamond core of the earth through you. And now we call in the divine goddesses, the ones that stand for justice, for truth, for integrity, for love, for peace, for compassion, for healing, for acceptance, for safety. We call them in. You may see them in your mind's eye. You may feel them in your field. Allow them to come forward. Kuan Yin, Bagalamukhi, Prachingira, Divine Mother, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Sekhmet, Athena. Let them come. Saraswati, Goddess Hathor, Aset. Let them come. They're here to serve. Goddess Danu, Saint Bridget. They are here to work through all of us so we may emanate peace and light and calm over these next few weeks, that it may be anchored and strengthened on our planet and in the United States. And you may be aware of the ley lines. You may feel or sense the one through the United States on the eastern seaboard, the heart in Philadelphia, the solar plexus in Washington, D.C., the sacral in Atlanta, the throat in New York, the pineal in Boston, the root in Miami. Just breathe through that line. Offering peace, love, harmony, unity, acceptance, grace, miracles, abundance, justice, truth, prosperity. Feel these beings helping and serving us. Call on them for support. You are the anchor and the key for them to do their work with us in service to the light. And with love and grace, those discord energies, the black goo, the contraction, the fear, the sadness, the despair, the separation, the hopelessness be washed away with this golden light of love from God, with God, in God, within you. And spend a few moments here with whatever beings are around you or visions around you. And go to a place and offer your love and your light. It may be far in the cosmos. It may be deep in the earth. It may be on the surface of the planet. It may even be in your own home. Take a few moments and offer your service. Feel the light getting stronger and stronger. And these energies begin to move and merge and connect with each other. For every person doing this meditation creates a magnificent web, rhythm, wave of golden light, of calm, of healing, peace, of strength. All fear, all victim programs, all distortions, all implants are removed now. With each breath, let them go. Their energies are recycled into the divine light, purity. Feel the flame of truth emanate from your heart. Permeate through your being, through your auric field. You may choose to go to another place and feel the difference Notice the strength in your field as you do this work. How quickly the light dissolves any discord. You are the illuminated God, the egg of creation. And all the divine mothers, all the goddesses, all the beautiful feminine beings celebrate you and the work you and this group is doing. For you are holding peace on earth. And they lovingly bow and honor you for your service. You may call on them at any time. And with each breath you breathe peace. And with the next few breaths, become aware of the edge of your egg, looking from the inside out. You can see your auric field filled with light, beauty, and flow, synchronicity, and the natural rhythm of all of life, including Earth. Become aware of this light moving through your body, your physical form, your brain, your eyes, your ears, your throat, your lungs, your heart, your pancreas and your stomach and your liver and your spleen and your intestines and your colon and your sexual organs and your veins and your arteries and the tendons and ligaments and your skeleton system and your bones and the marrow and your flesh, your skin, and all your cells. Pull this energy into the nucleus of each of your cells, into this reality, into this dimension. And take a couple deep breaths and breathe back into your spine. Anchoring back into the room, the place where you are sitting. Pulling it in, sealing it up, fully integrating these light codes. And you may wish to wiggle your hands or feet, beginning to feel the sensation of your physical form, or move your spine, bringing you back into your body, fully integrated and present. And when you're ready, you may bow your head in reverence for each other, for yourself, and for all the love and support we have. So it is. Namaste.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Mm.